Hello! One of my brides asked me this question that might help you as well. She took her dress home, it's in the garment bag, and she's like, Sue, am I storing this thing properly? So I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, you and me. We are going to put your dress on the hanger, we're gonna put it into the garment bag, and I'm gonna answer some of your questions about storing your dress before your big day. This is gonna be so fun, you and me. If you have any questions, comment them below. I would love to help you. And I'm Sue with Ava's Bridal and Alterations in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go store your dress. Chris had her hair and makeup trial. She's getting ready for her alteration appointment, so she took the dress out of the bag. I like to wrap the ribbons around 2 or 3 times. If you have any off the shoulder sleeve or a full sleeve, I don't like to put those on the hanger because it stretches out the fabric, and especially if the fabric is lace or tulle, it's really delicate. Especially if it fits perfectly, you don't want it to stretch. Sometimes I can only get 2, sometimes I do 3. And now that's on there. And then you're gonna look for the hanger ribbon. A little tricky to find with all this tulle. You're gonna take the ribbon from the train and hang it here on the hanger. A lot of people will wear it on their wrist on the reception day, and that's fine. It's meant to keep the weight of the train up on the hanger. Now we're gonna give it a big hug. Especially if your dress is really full, you're really gonna dig deep and give it a hug. You're gonna gently put this in. I'm gonna pretend that she's really full. We're just gonna push this back, get everything into the bag, and then we're gonna make sure we don't catch the fabric on accident with the zipper. By putting her hand behind it. This is pretty obvious that nothing's gonna get caught in the zipper, but as you get closer, you can put your finger behind it and zip it up. And that is it. That's how you store your dress. You've got the 2 ribbons, the hanger loop, and then you keep it in a cool, dry place. So as long as it's in air conditioning or heating, cool, dry place, no direct sun. I also had another bride, Gabby, this week asked me about her veil because her veil was also in the bag, but her veil had a plastic liner on it to protect the veil from getting caught on a bead or on the zipper. I think the plastic lining on the veil is helpful. But her concern was, well, what if the plastic inside there hurts my dress before the wedding day? When you wear your dress on your wedding day, you're gonna have hairspray, deodorant, perfume, makeup, sweat, dirt, soil, floor, like everything's gonna be touching the top, the bottom, inside and out of your dress. So the amount of dirt and oil and chemicals and stuff that is in your dress after the wedding, yes, that with the plastic could oxidize a lot faster, but if your dress hasn't been worn on wedding day and it hasn't had all those experiences, you're gonna be fine with that plastic as long as it's in a cool, dry place with HVAC and it's up into your wedding day, maybe a year or less away. If you have like 5 years, 3 years, then we probably need to look at storing it properly, but truly just having it in a cool, dry place is gonna keep it from oxidizing. I have not encountered an experience where plastic on the veil hurt the dress before the wedding day, but I do get a lot of vintage dresses from the mother's wedding that brides are trying to remake for their wedding day, and a lot of those that were stored in plastic, they'll have lines where they like oxidize darker from the plastic. Also, it depends on where you store it. If you store it in your attic or your garage or a place that's just gonna cook so hot, you're gonna have some trouble with oxidation. But if you're keeping it under the bed or in a closet or in a cool, dry place, you're gonna be in good shape. Definitely get your dress cleaned after the wedding. Get all the sweat, chemicals, dirt, hairspray, food out of your dress so that way the fabric stays nice and strong. It can get really brittle and it will almost turn into powder. It gets like this powdery substance on it, and it's really hard to run it through the machine as a seamstress. But regardless, we can always restore it if it gets crazy dirty. We've done so many where we whitened them or just restored the vintage fabric, kind of like museum quality. So we can go as deep or as surface as we need to, And I hope this video is helpful. Chris, especially you, let me know if I missed anything. I want to make sure you're not taking time away from work to have to drive back and forth. I do work with brides remotely, but you can also come and schedule with my calendar online and let me help you go wedding dress shopping or do your alterations. We can even remake your mother's dress. If you're new here, let me know where you are in the dress shopping process. If you've been looking online or if you found your dress, need alterations, I'd definitely love to know how you're doing and how we can help. I'll see you soon. Bye.